About a year after I bought the company, something wild happened. The city council asked me to come speak at their public meeting about predatory towing. I couldn't believe it. These were the same folks who once ignored me, who shrugged when the Hoa stole my truck. Now they wanted my advice. I walked into that city hall in my clean Liberty Recovery uniform, Buddy trotting beside me, and I felt 10 feet tall. I told them about what I'd seen. I told them how easy it was for bad actors to take advantage of working families. I told them why I'd fired every crooked driver Atlas ever had. When I finished, the mayor stood up and actually applauded. The whole chamber followed. I'll never forget that. It was around the time that a bank called me, asking if I wanted to expand into a second lot. I thought about it, looked at my employees, a team of honest, loyal folks, and I decided, why not? We bought an old yard the town's over, hired a crew of veterans to run it, and put the same rules in place. No shady tows, no illegal holds, no lying to the customer. Within months, Liberty Recovery had doubled in size. And the best part? The HOA, or what was left of them, couldn't he do a damn thing about it. Clarissa had been voted out. Their new president was a younger guy who wanted no part of illegal tows. He even came to one of our classes, asking questions and taking notes. I shook his hand and told him, we don't have to be enemies, just respect the law. He nodded, and that was the end of the war. That winter, after the second yard opened, I finally felt like I could breathe. I'd won, really won. Buddy and I took another fishing trip, this time to the mountains. A whole week off, no phones, no dispatch calls, no worries. Just fresh air, cold water, and a crackling campfire under a million stars. One night I sat there staring at the flames, Buddy snoring on my sleeping bag, and I thought about everything. If those Hoa goons hadn't towed my truck, I'd still be pouring concrete for someone else. I'd still be worrying about bills, watching my dreams die in a foreman's office. But because they'd tried to break me, I had found a mission. I found a purpose. The next spring, Liberty Recovery hosted a huge appreciation cookout at the yard. I invited every family we'd ever helped, every mechanic who'd worked with us, every customer who'd called in for advice. We had a live band, barbecue smoking all day, kids running through the yard chasing balloons, folks touring the tow trucks like they were fire engines. Buddy wore a little bandana with the company logo and posed for photos with kids. I stood by my old Ford, which I'd fully restored by then. New paint, rebuilt engine, everything, and smiled so wide my face hurt. That truck was never just a truck. It was freedom, and they couldn't take it from me. A reporter from the local newspaper came by and asked the same question I'd been hearing all year. Do you ever regret what you did? I shook my head. Not for a second. I told him. They pushed me, and I pushed back, hard, and we built something that helps people. He nodded, scribbling in his notepad. You know, I added, everybody deserves to feel safe on their own land. That's the lesson. That's all. That night, as the party wound down and the sun set behind the row of trucks, I leaned against my Ford and looked around. People were smiling, hugging, laughing. Kids played fetch with Buddy in the grass near the gate. For the first time since they stole my truck, I felt complete. They tried to knock me down, but I'd stood back up and made sure nobody else had to get knocked down ever again. I scratched Buddy behind the ears. Come on, boy, I said softly. Let's go home. And he wagged his tail, like he understood every single word.